Well, the Poppy campaign raises vital funds for our veterans, but this year there has been, sadly, a dramatic increase in fraudulent sites and ads selling unauthorized merchandise. So the Royal Canadian Legion is now coming out with an important reminder. The only official way to get a Poppy or merchandise is from the Legion itself, either in person or online. So joining us now to explain is Nujma. She's a communications manager for the Royal Canadian Legion. Welcome to your morning.
Thanks. Good morning, Anne-Marie.
What have you found this year in terms of fraudulent merchandise and ads?
Well, we are seeing a whole range of online ads, Facebook ads, websites. They are fraudulent. They're selling fraudulent Poppy products. And that means a whole range of things from clothing to accessories, pins and flags. And people might think that they are buying products through the Royal Canadian Legion or products that we have approved. Also, they might think that they're buying products that are going to be supporting veterans, and that just simply is not the case.
Yeah, that's an important distinction to make, because people may want to show their support for our veterans, but when the money is not going to the Legion, what happens?
Well, exactly. I mean, it's going into somebody's pocketbook. We don't know who. We have seen a dramatic increase, as you mentioned. We see this every time at this time of the year, but this year we're seeing 500 plus cases. Last year, for example, we knew of about 50. So we find out about these through research that we do. People contact us, tell us about it. And once these things are out there, Anne-Marie, they're very hard to track. They're very hard to shut down.
And what have you been able to do to try and stop it?
So what we're trying to do is education like this to let people know that the only legitimate way to get Poppy products is through poppystore.ca. That is the Legion site. You can go to Legion branches across the country and get products. Sometimes we do approve outside products, but you need to check with your local branch or your provincial command or nationally to make sure that the product that you're buying is legitimate. We're also contacting sites like Facebook, for example, because sometimes these are Facebook ads, and we're contacting third-party sites. Sometimes they exist, though, possibly in the United States or overseas. It's almost impossible to track exactly where they're located, so it's really difficult to battle this.
Yeah, really the only way to know really that the money is going to support our veterans and the services that the Legion provides is to buy it from the official source, poppystore.ca, and you've got some great options on here. Let's talk about the Poppy campaign, because this year is very exciting. It's the 100th anniversary of the Poppy as a symbol of remembrance in this country. How is the Legion marking that?
Yes, it is, Anne-Marie, and it is very exciting. It's been 100 years since we first received this Poppy as a symbol of remembrance, and we're marking it in a number of ways. So we reproduced the original Poppy pin that was in 1921, produced in cloth. And so there you see it on your screen, and it's a really lovely reminder of how things first look. The story behind it is really interesting. It was a lady named Anne-Marie. She was from France, and she was helping to rebuild war-torn regions of France after the First World War. She had been inspired by John McCrae's poem In Flanders Fields, and she came up with this concept of using the Poppy not only as a symbol of deep remembrance, but as a way to help raise funds. And she presented this idea to the precursor of the Royal Canadian Legion way back in 1921. And so 100 years later, we have this symbol. It still resonates very deeply. Not only do we have the pin, but we have wonderful partners who are working with us. We have landmarks across the country that are being lit up this year. You see here a coin by the Royal Canadian Mint to commemorate. It's already sold out, as I understand. And also a stamp by Canada Post to commemorate this anniversary, Anne-Marie. So it's really quite exciting.
And we should tell people, if they want that special edition Poppy, it is available on poppystore.ca. There are approximately 20 million Poppies that are distributed every year. Let's tell everybody where those funds go.
Yes, for sure. So the generous Canadians donate about $20 million also every year, Anne-Marie, and these funds go into a wide range of things. So we have service officers across the country, and veterans can go into a Legion branch, for example. They can receive emergency funds if they need it. They do not need to be a Legion member. They do not need to pay any sort of fee. They can also receive help to be directed for medical help, for example, if they need that. We also support a range of programs like peer support programs. So one, for example, is called Heroes Mending on the Fly, and this is a chance for veterans to get together with their peers in a very calm environment. They can fly fish, they can talk about the past or not, but it's a safe space for them. So that's just one example of the many things that are supported when generous Canadians donate every year. and we really thank them for that.
Yeah, and another way that Canadians can also be generous is just by making a donation. You don't have to necessarily wait to buy a poppy, and you can do both. Nujma Bond, thanks for coming on this morning.
Thanks so much, Anne-Marie. Appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.